toasted cars. They're toast. They're history. I'm not implying that they're burned, but just that something happened to them. You can't fix it. You have to get another one. It's history. I'd say that's toast. This was found over by the East River under FDR Drive. I don't know if it was toasted there or elsewhere, but it's weird. This ring around the front window, kind of strange, and this is flopped out from the rear window. What would cause it to do that? And the back end is intact where the gas tank is, so the gas tank didn't explode. So the car is on fire and the gas tank doesn't explode. Nice rear tire. Now this car is, I think, the strangest one. This abrupt boundary. Take a closer look. Totally toasted in the front. Nice showroom kind of quality in the back, like it's got a new wax job. Totally toasted inside. And if you had a rip-roaring fire inside with the door open, it would be lapping around. If the door wasn't open, what caused that abrupt line? And if there's a really hot fire going on in here, why aren't those plastic lights melted? On the other side of that very same police car is this round spot. There's an enlarged area. That round spot that doesn't look toasted. Fire is black, white, shades of gray in between. You don't get totally burnt, not burnt at all, with 1 nanometer of separation. There's something else going on there. And notice the trunk lid is popped open. That's a pattern I noticed, as well as the missing door handles. There could be reasons for you'd see that in burnt cars, but not necessarily the same pattern in every situation. It seems like there's a material-specific effect. Door latches, trunk latches. That's where most of the toasted cars were in place, all along that road. And then there's the toasted car park. That's the toasted cars over on FDR Drive. And the strangest aspect of this, a first responder was driving across the Manhattan Bridge and said, you could feel the heat from the bridge. Wait a minute, that can't be conventional heat. The paper wasn't even burning over here, and that's 3/4 of a mile away. There was a vehicle seen to go into spontaneous combustion, or apparent spontaneous combustion, at the South Street Seaport. The poor fellow who saw that, people like answers to questions. He assumed that a fireball must have gotten loose from the World Trade Center, rolled down there, and ignited the car, because why else would a car go into spontaneous combustion? Here's some flipped cars. That one looks showroom quality, as far as we can tell. There's leaves on the trees, branches still in place. Why would a car be upside down? Where are the scorch marks on this bus? If it were on fire, regular conventional fire, wouldn't you see, charred marks or something, where you'd see where the flames had been? And this looks like it's just melted plastic. You can see what day it is and approximately what time of day, because building 7 is still there, and you don't see that lather pouring out of the side of it. I call this the swamp, this street, because it looks like a swamp. But it's probably no later than about 3 p.m. But notice this car already has rust on it. Note the missing door handles and missing windows. Here are more images from that street. That toasted bus, mail truck that's just slopped over. This vehicle, this car, notice the windshield. No traces of even the rubber seal around it. It almost looks like it was sandblasted, ready for a new paint job. and this abrupt line between the toasted front end and the not toasted side. And there's something going on with the engines. Here's the toasted car park. My detractors like to say toasted cars don't count because they're towed. Well, it doesn't matter if they're towed, they're still weird toasting patterns. But these vehicles we know were not towed. There's the camera views we're going to look at. Here they are, while they're being toasted. You see the apparent flames. Unburned paper in between. How's that work? Why just the vehicles? And you can see the approximate distance. That's the perspective. And they're not toasted yet. And here they are a little bit closer. It's interesting, before I found these before pictures, I thought that was a white car right there, but it's black. People evacuating the area. There's that black car. There it is toasted. Can you tell what color it had been? Just totally toast.